Module 5. Managing Employee Motivation and Performance. In the realm of organizational behavior, understanding what motivates employees is crucial for managing performance effectively. The study of employee motivation has yielded various perspectives, each offering insights into how to foster an environment that encourages productivity and satisfaction. One of the foundational theories in this domain is Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which posits that human behavior is motivated by the desire to fulfill a series of needs, ranging from the most basic physiological demands to the complex need for self-actualization. In an employment context, the ultimate goal, according to this theory, isn't just about making friends at work, earning a living, or job security. It's about obtaining a job that challenges the individual and allows them to achieve and grow in a stimulating. Another influential concept is Herzberg's two-factor theory of motivation, which distinguishes between hygiene factors and motivators. Hygiene factors, such as a relationship with one's supervisor, company policies, and working conditions, do not lead to higher motivation or satisfaction, but, if absent or inadequate, can cause dissatisfaction. On the other hand, motivators, such as recognition and responsibility, can lead to enhanced performance and effort. The key criticism of Herzberg's theory is that it does not consider individual differences, assuming that what motivates one person will motivate another. Complementing these content theories is the reinforcement theory, which is grounded in behaviorism and suggests that behavior is a function of its consequences. It asserts that behavior followed by pleasant consequences is likely to be repeated, while behavior followed by unpleasant consequences is not. In the context of reinforcement, there are various types, including 1. Positive reinforcement, where desirable behavior is rewarded, like when a manager gives bonuses to employees for working long hours, thereby encouraging that behavior to continue. 2. Avoidance, where behavior results in the prevention of an undesirable outcome. 3. Punishment, which aims to reduce the occurrence of a behavior. 4. Extinction, where the absence of reinforcement leads to the behavior being less likely to occur. Reinforcement schedules, the timing and frequency of reinforcements, can also vary. Fixed interval, such as manual inspections of an assembly line at a consistent time, can predictably influence behavior. Variable interval, where behavior is reinforced at unpredictable time intervals. Fixed ratio, where reinforcement is given after a set number of responses. Variable ratio, where reinforcement is unpredictable and varies. In a practical setting, such as a chocolate production plant, these reinforcement schedules can be strategically implemented. For instance, a supervisor might introduce a fixed interval schedule for safety inspections to ensure consistent compliance with cleanliness and safety standards. To encourage continuous quality work, a variable ratio schedule might be employed, where spot bonuses are given at random to workers who meet quality standards, thus keeping workers consistently motivated. Moreover, innovative work arrangements such as compressed work schedules, flex time, job sharing, or telecommuting can be considered forms of structural reinforcement, offering employees greater autonomy and control over their work, which can be inherently motivating. A supervisor with the responsibility for maintaining standards in a chocolate factory could use these various reinforcement methods to achieve their goals. For instance, by applying a flexible work schedule, employees might be more motivated to maintain a clean and safe work environment, knowing that they have some control over their working hours. Additionally, using a 9/80 schedule where employees work 9-hour days and get every other Friday off could be a form of positive reinforcement, rewarding them for their productivity and adherence to safety protocols. Thus, understanding and applying these various motivational theories and reinforcement methods can help managers effectively guide employee behavior, ensuring both high performance and employee satisfaction. Leadership and influence processes. Leadership and influence are the cornerstones of navigating the complex social dynamics in any organization. When we think about leaders, we often picture individuals who are at the helm of a group or organization, guiding it towards a common goal. However, the concept of leadership extends far beyond mere positional authority. It encapsulates the ability to inspire, influence, and bring about change. Distinguishing between leadership and management is crucial for understanding the multifaceted nature of organizational dynamics. Management typically involves the maintenance of systems, processes, and the status quo, ensuring that the organization runs as it should. Leadership, on the other hand, is about setting a vision, inspiring others, and driving change. While a manager ensures that today's work gets done right, a leader focuses on what changes need to be made for a better tomorrow. The power wielded by leaders can be categorized in several ways. Legitimate power stems from the position a person holds within an organization's hierarchy. This form of power is often recognized by subordinates and colleagues alike, as it is part and parcel of the organizational structure. Reward power, meanwhile, arises from the leader's ability to provide or withhold rewards. This could be in the form of bonuses, promotions, or even praise. Coercive power is the antithesis of reward power, as it is the ability to force compliance through threats of punishment, whether psychological, emotional, or physical. In contrast to these more traditional bases of power, referent power is a more personal form. It accumulates due to the leader's charisma, likability, or the respect they command. People follow because they want to, not because they have to. Similarly, expert power is derived from having knowledge or expertise that others do not possess, making the leader an invaluable resource for the organization. Each type of power has its place and utility in leadership, and the most effective leaders are those who can wield multiple forms of power appropriately, according to the situation at hand. Another important aspect of leadership is impression management, which involves controlling the narrative of how one is perceived by others. Leaders often use impression management to build their reputation, present themselves as competent, and gain trust. The pros of this are clear. It can enhance a leader's influence, motivate subordinates, and facilitate the achievement of goals. However, impression management comes with its cons. If not authentic, it can lead to distrust, create a culture of superficiality, and even encourage manipulative behaviors. Leaders must balance their image with transparency to maintain credibility over time. Influence processes in leadership go beyond the mere exertion of power. They involve communication, motivation, and emotional intelligence. A leader's ability to understand and manage their own emotions, as well as those of others, can make the difference between a merely effective leader and leadership and influence are multifaceted processes that require a balance of various types of power and the ability to manage perceptions effectively. Leaders are not just those who hold authority, but those who can inspire and enact change. They understand the difference between leading and managing, and they use their power, whether legitimate, reward-based, coercive, referent, or expert, to guide their organizations to success. At the same time, they must be wary of the downsides of impression management and strive for authenticity in their interactions. Through these processes, leadership becomes not just a role or a title, but a significant influence that moves an organization forward. Communication in organizations. In the interconnected world of organizational dynamics, communication stands out as the cornerstone that upholds relationships and processes. Effective communication is not a mere exchange of data. It's an art form that, when mastered, can lead to unprecedented organizational success and harmony. Effective communication involves transforming raw data into meaningful information. Data itself is neutral, a collection of facts and figures that only gains significance when it is interpreted and contextualized into information that can be acted upon. The skillful conversion of data into information is the crux of effective communication, ensuring that the message is not just received but understood and ready to be implemented. Oral communication, the bedrock of personal interactions within organizations, comes with distinct advantages. It provides the immediacy of personal connection, the opportunity for instant feedback, and the richness of human expression. The nuances of voice, tone, and the immediacy of response allow for a deeper understanding that written words may fail to convey. This real-time exchange can foster a deeper emotional connection and mutual understanding, allowing for the subtle complexities of human emotion and intent to be appreciated and interpreted. A key advantage over written communication. However, oral communication also comes with potential pitfalls. Without the permanence of written records, it relies heavily on the power of memory and the clarity of the initial communication. Nonverbal communication adds another layer to this complex picture. It encompasses all the unsaid elements that carry meaning, facial expressions, gestures, postures, and even the physical setup of a communication setting. The way a person stands or the firmness of a handshake can convey confidence or apprehension, often setting the tone of the interaction before a single word is spoken. In a sense, Nonverbal cues are the unspoken dialogue that accompanies our words, providing a backdrop that can either reinforce or contradict the spoken message. When considering organizational communication, we see a web of interactions that are both vertical and horizontal in nature. Vertical communication, flowing from the top down or bottom up, is essential for the implementation of strategies and policies and for feedback to reach all levels of the organization. Horizontal communication, which occurs between peers or across departments, is the foundation for collaboration and team building. Both forms are essential for the smooth operation of an organization and for fostering a sense of unity and shared purpose. Barriers to communication, however, can hinder the effectiveness of these interactions. These barriers can be as varied as language differences, personal biases, or organizational silos. They can also be more subtle, such as when individuals defer to others' expertise or authority without questioning or providing input, even when they have valuable insights to offer. It is here that the importance of credibility and open dialogue becomes evident, as individuals must feel empowered to share their perspectives without fear of dismissal. To transcend these barriers, an array of skills needs to be cultivated. Active listening is perhaps the most crucial. It's the act of fully concentrating on the speaker, understanding their message, responding thoughtfully, and remembering the information given. It's also essential for individuals to encourage two-way communication, creating a dialogue rather than a monologue. Awareness of language and meaning is vital, as is maintaining credibility. Each communicator must be sensitive to both the receiver's and the sender's perspective to ensure that the true intent and meaning of the message are preserved. By instilling these skills within the organizational culture, communication can become a bridge rather than a barrier, facilitating a flow of ideas and emotions that enhance the organizational experience for everyone involved. Understanding the power of both spoken and unspoken communication, recognizing the value of each individual's perspective, and fostering an environment where active listening is a shared practice, are the keys to unlocking the full potential of organizational communication.